I've escaped to a secret corner of Andalusia, where the coast is rugged, dramatic and wild.
Tell me this is not a dinosaur egg.
My base for this adventure will be a cozy glamping site, tucked away in a national park with amazing views of the untamed sea. From there, I'll hike all over this remote part of southern Spain, from swimming at hidden beaches to climbing onto fossils of ancient fire. Welcome to Cabo de Gata, a place where myth, geology, and adventure meet.
This view and just the sun rising to that side. You hear the crickets still, the birds, that's it. There's also no one awake, like you hear some murmuring in some tents, but no one's outside, so I could do my yoga practice, not feeling like people are watching you. As soon as I saw this when I checked in yesterday, I knew I needed to do yoga here. I mean, I feel like I really lucked out with my view. These mountains. I'm staying at a glamping and it's nestled in between these mountains. We're literally in the national park right now, which is awesome, and I'm going to be doing some hikes here. Yeah, I'm gonna take you guys along, but first let me take you guys along for the tent tour.
So for some reason my microphone decided to stop working at this point, so I'm just doing it in a voiceover now, but this is the little terrace that I had, and then walking in I had a 2-person bed, super comfortable, and would you look at this, you guys, I even had air conditioning in the tent, so yeah, really glamping to the fullest. And then this is the bathroom situation, a shower, toilet, sink, basically everything that you need. Quite spacious even, and that's also what I'm pointing out here. There's lots of space to walk around, put your luggage away, and then these are the 3 lights that I had, so even at night it was super comfortable, and that's it.
Blue! Gosh, nature is just so cool, isn't it? I mean, I'm looking at these cliffs and all these rocks and I'm like, where am I? Like Jurassic Park? Even the rocks that I weighed down my towel with, I mean, they look very airy, but then they're quite dense. Tell me this is not a dinosaur egg. Literally. In Jurassic Park. Yeah, anyway, I'm just making a list of things that I need to do today, because other than the obvious beach chillings that we're going to be doing, I have some actual things that need to get done. One of them being doing groceries, because tomorrow I want to do this hike and I don't think there's going to be any restaurants, so I definitely need some snacks or lunch. Also, thinking about it, I maybe need to look into getting coffee
sorted because your girl needs coffee in the morning. Apart from that, I need to get back to some messages, take proper care of my nails because they're just savage at this point. Lastly, I want to practice my ukulele because I've been lugging this thing around into all wind directions all over Spain without using it much. So I think it's about time, and tell me there's a better spot to practice ukulele than at the beach. But for now, I'm just going to be enjoying the sun a bit more. I'm back in the tent after a successful groceries mission. I got myself some bread and jamon and queso to make sandwiches, also some fruit and yogurt because look, I figured out that I apparently have a mini fridge, and inspired by these wine glasses I saw, got myself a bottle of wine. And isn't this the most beautiful bottle of wine you've ever seen? I mean, look at this. Isn't this just gorgeous? Already thinking, can I get this label off to put in my scrapbook? Is there any better feeling than being freshly showered after the beach? I mean, your skin is completely scrubbed by the sand and the sea. It's all soft and you're like totally fresh again. Oh, love it, love it. I'm also very curious to see if I'm gonna love this wine, so let's open it up, shall we? Ooh, by the way, huge travel tip that I've learned over the years. I hope you can hear me, it's pretty windy. But travel tip, or actually packing tip, pack an opener. This saved my life on so many occasions. I mean, in hostels, they're usually not really keen on you bringing outside alcohol, so then there's not going to be an opener in the kitchen, usually. And this place, it doesn't even have a kitchen. Oh my god! No! My lens cap flew away. Beautiful sound. Yeah. Normally, I don't really like sweet wines, but oof, this is good, yeah. Good morning! I'm now at Playa Monsul, which is the starting point of today's hike, for which I'm actually a bit nervous, I have to be honest here, because it's basically a series of little beaches and bays, but you have to cross when the tide's low, because otherwise the water's too high, you can't cross and you're sort of stuck, basically. Which of course I don't want to be. I'm going to be doing the coastal route also for another reason, because the terrain around the coast is just amazing. It's super interesting because it was formed millions of years ago by volcanic eruptions underwater. Like, this all used to be part of the ocean. It was one of the areas where like the tectonical plates sort of split, and then over billions of years the wind and the sea also made their impact on these rocks. Even back there you could already see the rocks framing the beach. They had these crazy shapes because of wind erosion and just the ocean chipping away at it. Yeah, enough talking for now. Let's move to our second location. Waypoint of today, Playa Baronal, which I'm not gonna film for obvious reasons. It's a nudist beach. Actually, there's a lot of nude beaches in Spain. I don't know if it's like all over Spain, but at least like in the south, from what I've seen, loads of nude beaches. I mean, I knew you could tan topless most of the time, but yeah, I didn't know there were so many nude beaches. I'm not gonna explore any further that way. We
are going that way, up to the mountain. Just looked at the map because I was like, where's the path? Took a wrong turn. Like, I made my way all the way up here through all these rocks, and now I see the path clearly on the other side. So our plan is to go here, down to that beach, over to that one, around the corner, back up the mountain. I read that all the white parts that you see used to be magma from like the underwater volcanoes, and then when it cooled down it got turned into rock. And it's interesting because you can see at some parts it has this layered texture that I can imagine just like lava flowing down the volcano.
How come the stars come to shine when it's dark? From so far away, show us where we are. What makes the sun go to sleep every night? And what's it dreaming of? I wonder. How come the sky sometimes hides behind the clouds? Maybe it's just like me, a little bit scared of heights. Why does the rain always keep on pouring down when it's grey outside? It really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder. It really makes me wonder.
The hardest spot is over. Got dressed again. I always get so drowsy at the beach and like, cannot stay here forever. But we've got places to go, things to see, and a lot more to hike. So we're actually going up there. I don't know if you can see that woman with the dog, but that is where we're going. Hola, bonito. Hola. Pase, pase. Hola, buenas. So there's another beach down there, and then that part leads all around the corner to, I think, 2 or 3, that's 4, 3 more beaches. And then it ends in Playa de Genoveses, but I'm actually going back that way over the mountain to get the car and then drive to another place that someone I just spoke to recommended to me, which I'm very excited about. He showed me some photos and I was like, that's here? ¿Dónde? Tengo que ir ya!
How come the stars come to shine when it's dark from so far away?
So much peace, literally not a sound.
It really makes me wonder.
I can't help but smile because I'm walking in the middle of the desert with my tripod on my shoulder, looking at all these mountains. How is this Spain, you know? Just amazing. And comical at the same time. I mean, I'm imagining people also seeing me in the distance with this and thinking like, is she carrying a rifle? Nope, just Timmy. Come and get you, eh? Now that we're back at the car, I want to take a moment to talk about this skirt, because not only does it look super cute, it's also very comfortable, and I don't have to worry about it like blowing up or something, because it's actually a skort. And better yet, there's a pocket on both sides. So here I've got some shells that I collected, and over here is where my phone goes. So yeah, basically hands-free exploring. And if you're also keen on adventuring hands-free, you can even use my code to get a sweet discount for that. So no, literally only my mum and a couple of friends are subscribed to my channel right now, so definitely not sponsored, but I will put the brand in the description box down below. Now, let's go to our next destination.
So what this guy showed me was this: natural salt flats that are the perfect habitat for flamingos. When I got there, the flock was a little smaller than I'd imagined. Yeah, sometimes travel is like that. However, when I continued up the road from there, I found this place. The Reef of Sirens is one of Cabo de Gata's most iconic viewpoints. The name comes from the monk seals that once lived here. Their haunting, echoing cries at night reminded people of the sirens from Greek mythology. Pretty cool spot to end the day, no?
Okay, I just parked up in Las Negras, and I think it's about a 15-minute walk to get to the starting point of our hike of today, which I'm very excited for. It's supposed to be this beautiful coastal walk, and at the end is Cala de San Pedro, which is supposedly a hippie community. So yeah, I think it's going to be a very interesting spot to check out. I'm actually running a bit late already, and the sun is really peeking through, so no time to waste. Let's go. I'm a bit confused by this, because here it says no pase, but that would be the road. Well, I guess we're just going to be rebels today. I can't believe this. As soon as I make the turn away from Las Negras, this song comes on. I don't know if this translates well to video, but look at how cool the color contrast is. The end of the path is turning a bit small and slippery, and I mean, that's like, if you fall off, it's like hasta nunca. So yeah, they put this in place, which is really handy, especially if, you know, you have vertigo or something. There it is.
Tucked between cliffs and sea, Cala de San Pedro feels like a secret whispered by the wind. Once guarded by a lonely castle built to fend off pirates, it's now a haven for other free spirits. An off-the-grid hippie community made this wild corner of Spain their home. There's no official road leading here, you can only do the hike that I did or come by boat. Between May and September, local water taxis are going throughout the day. And once you arrive, it's only sun, sea, and serenity.
God, this is absolutely freaking gorgeous. Of course, I found a spot away from all the people. I mean, I love to see everyone but just not have them in my aura, you know? So I'm just show you my spot. So this is what it looks like. Grand view over the bay, and then that is where the beach is with all the other people. And then here I saw there's a restaurant bar thingy going on, so I might check that out later. I don't know if you can hear it, but the bar is playing some chill techno and it's giving beach club vibes. But it fits the scene amazingly, and also I love techno, so I don't really mind. The wind's picked up, which is my cue to go, but I've had a good like 6 hours or something here, and this place is truly incredible, like mwah, chef's kiss. One last look. I honestly don't want to go just yet, but I have a hike back of about an hour and I'm actually really hungry. So yeah, there's no time to waste before I get hangry. I really should get going, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. Another day. Another playita. And today that beach will be Cala Enmedio. The road to get here, quite the interesting experience, I have to say. I didn't really read anything about it being sort of off-road. I mean, it wasn't like off-road, okay? But it was like obviously not a paved road. And at some points there were so many rocks that I was like, oh, I really hope I'm not gonna get a flat tire here, because I don't think there's surface for me to YouTube how to change a tire, and I have no idea how to do it. Yeah, that would have been a disaster. The part of the hike we're doing, however, is very easy. I mean, there's spots like this when there's just nothing, a couple of rocks over there, and then back there at the beginning there were a few up and down bits, but nothing out of this world, honestly, and it should take about half an hour.
Welcome to Cala Enmedio, where once again jagged cliffs rise from turquoise waters. Sculpted by fire, waves in time into shapes that feel almost otherworldly, the secluded beach and surrounding area was like nothing I'd ever seen before.
So, I've seen people online jump down here, but I don't know, the water looks pretty low. Also, there's literally no one here. Everyone's still at the actual beach, so I don't think it's gonna be wise for me to be jumping off here all alone. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna risk it.
And that's a wrap on my Cabo de Gata adventure, an off-the-beaten-path corner of Andalusia that just blew me away. In the next video, I'll leave Europe behind and fly to a country that will always have a piece of my heart, Brazil. My trip starts in Rio de Janeiro, where I will stay for a whole freaking month. Get ready for beaches, hikes, acai, samba, art, and tropical city life. I'm looking forward to this series so much. I hope you'll join me there.